In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to delete a quote on Salesforce. Before you can cleanly remove quotes from your org, it's important that the quotes feature is enabled and properly set up. I'll walk you through that configuration, then show you where to manage templates so your quoting process is tidy and controlled. Start on your Salesforce homepage in Lightning Experience. Open the Gear menu and go to Setup. If you see an option labeled Setup for the current app, choose that to make sure you're configuring the right context. In the Setup page, use the Quick Find search bar and type the word quote. If you don't immediately see quote templates in the results, open quote settings first. That simply means the feature isn't enabled yet and we'll turn it on. Inside quote settings, enable quotes by checking the option to turn the feature on. This unlocks quote records and related tools across your org. While you're here, also allow users to create quotes so the records can be added to opportunities. When you've made those selections, click Save to apply the changes. Saving will return you to the configuration flow for quotes. Next, you'll add the standard related lists so quotes integrate with records where your team already works. On the setup page for quotes, click Add List. You'll do this several times to place the available quote-related lists where they belong. Click Add List again to confirm the next related list. Keep clicking Add List until you've added each suggested list in the flow. These lists connect quotes to core objects, which makes navigation and cleanup much easier later because quotes appear where you expect them. When all related lists have been added, click Save to finalize that part of the configuration. Now return to the main setup area from the Gear menu. In Quick Find, type quotes again. This time, select Quote Templates. Templates control how your quotes render and what your teams can choose when they generate documents. From the list of templates, click Edit on the one you want to review. Make any adjustments needed to align with your current process, then click Save. If you find a template that's outdated or should no longer be available to users, you can deactivate it. Deactivating a template prevents it from being used in new quotes without deleting historical data tied to that layout. From the templates list, click Deactivate on the template you want to retire. A few best practices as you go through this. You'll need sufficient permissions to update org settings and templates, so make sure you have administrative access or work with someone who does. If you don't see the options mentioned here, your profile or permission set may need to be updated. Changes you make to quote settings and templates affect your whole org, so it's a good idea to test these steps in a sandbox or a developer environment before applying them in production. Also, once quotes are enabled and the related lists are in place, your quote records will be easier to find from opportunities and other relevant records, which streamlines maintenance, including cleanup tasks. To recap the flow you followed, you started on Home, went into Setup, searched for quote-related settings, enabled quotes, allowed users to create quotes, saved your changes, added each of the suggested related lists, saved again, and then moved into quote templates to edit, save, and deactivate any layouts you no longer want in circulation. With quotes enabled, related lists connected, and templates under control, your environment is now prepared for consistent quote management, including retiring old formats and keeping only what your team needs going forward. That's all for this walkthrough. You've configured quotes, added the key related lists, and managed your templates so your quoting process remains clean and easy to maintain. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.